What is up, everyone? Welcome to Dead with My Friends podcast. As always, I am your co-host, Steve.
And I'm your co-host, Nick.
And this is episode 53, where we are covering a shot-on-video Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff, everyone, Dream Stalker. So, Nick, I hit you up about like what we were going to cover for the next episode. And, you know, I had gotten a bunch of TerraVision titles like some time ago. And I remember being like super excited about Dream Stalker because I've had here, and I know you have this copy as well.
I do, yeah.
The Intervision DVD release from Severin Films. This movie just really stuck out to me because like it was labeled as a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. But the villain was this motocross riding,
mullet wearing dead
fucking
ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, that's like a Freddy Krueger character. And I just thought this sounds silly and entertaining, and I wanted to check it out. And I did at the time when I got this Intervision DVD, and I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, it's rough.
Yeah, it's very rough.
Very rough. They had actually a lot of technical difficulties, I'd found out.
Most of all, the audio.
Yeah, the audio is rough.
You know, I can get past, like, the visual, but as they say, man, it's like, if you have bad audio in a movie, it'll fucking take you right out.
Yeah, there is times.
And I don't usually watch movies with the subtitles on unless, like, obviously I'll be watching, like, a foreign film or something.
Yeah.
But this one I needed to watch with the subtitles on.
You do.
So the audio is really bad. But like you said, there was technical difficulties, and, I mean, it's
super low
unfortunate.
budget, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Very low budget. But nonetheless, yeah, it is very entertaining.
And, you know, TerraVision had put out this nice release I'm holding here, where we have our horror villain, Ricky, the Freddy Krueger-like character.
Ricky Fries.
Ricky Fries. What a name, right? Ricky Fries. And I just love this slip here where it's got, like, him with the dirt bike helmet, and then in the back, too. Like, over
that's
here,
cool. But,
right?
but you know what? Like, they're making it look cooler than it is. Like, because he's not fucking doing things like that, you know?
I mean, you do get shots of like him racing on the dirt bike.
A couple of them.
And the actor, he really did know how to ride a bike. So I think that was actually him like doing the motocross scenes. And it's, I don't know, man. It's just, you know, on paper, this just sounded so silly and ridiculous and fun. And when TerraVision, you know, upgraded, I was like, oh, I'm totally picking that up. And then I remembered that you had the Intervision DVD release, and we were just thinking about things to cover. And I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Let's talk Dream Stalker.
Yeah. We like to do, you know, we like to shed a little bit of light on some obscure shit, you know, as a companion to our other episodes that we do throughout the month. So that's like what the intention is. So yeah, it's shot on video. And I know that like the original Video Master is the only thing that exists because it was shot on video. So let me ask you, since you have both versions, do they look the same? Like how's
you know, I haven't watched my Intervision copy in quite a bit, admittedly. But I'll say like the Blu-ray doesn't look bad. The audio's still a little rough. Yeah,
because I heard that like with technology now, you could really pump it up. Like they could probably make it look better. They could definitely, you know, separate audio and do things like that. And
yeah, the audio's still rough on there.
But I from my reading, I heard that TerraVision kept it pure. Like they didn't fuck with it or anything like that, which I respect. You know, I do.
Yeah.
All right, you know, for what it is, yes, it is a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff in the sense of like he's stalking her dreams. You know, he's only stalking her dreams. Brittany Marin, who's his girlfriend, you know, Ricky dies very early on in the beginning of the movie. But he's also her fiance as well,
Yeah.
Ricky. And I gotta say, man, you can tell that he's a very obsessive boyfriend because, like, he probably tells her like 10 times or so, like before he dies, about like how he wants to live the rest of his life with her and never leave him, like things like that. Like, did you notice that?
Yeah.
He like brings it
Absolutely.
up
Yeah.
like too much almost.
Mhm.
You're just kind of like, okay, like I get it. Like you love
Yeah.
her, like you
Yeah.
love her forever, blah, blah, blah. But you know, she loves him too, which is like cool. So, I mean, it
Yeah.
is what it is. But, you know, that's why, you know, he's the Nightmare fucking ripoff. He's not like, I mean, then again, I was gonna say he's not going around killing people in their dreams.
No,
But
just through her, which is funny because this movie was originally titled Kinetic Nightmare.
yeah.
And you know, it does make sense, that title, but also Dream Stalker kind of makes sense too. And I
Yeah.
think Dream Stalker's got more of a ring to it. It's
I
more like,
I think Dream Stalker is a cooler title, but I think for the film Kinetic Nightmare
makes more
is
sense.
more sense. But I also do think that that is a cool name for a movie too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think because of legal reasons is why they changed it. I was watching like the special features and the one of the producers, he was talking about it and he said that the director, who remains nameless,
Yes,
you
he
know,
wanted not. Yeah, exactly.
he
They
wanted
even
his
bleep
name
it out
taken off of it.
on I don't know on your extras, but
Yeah,
on
it
the
did.
TerraVision, yeah, they bleep out the director's name.
I do think that they, hold on. I think his name's Christopher Mills. I think that's his name. Otherwise, they would have given him the Alan Smithy credit. You know what the Alan Smithy credit is?
Yeah.
Okay. For anybody who doesn't know what the Alan Smithy credit is, they give that name as a general name for like a director or whomever on a film that wants their name removed. So if you ever see an Alan Smithy, you could go online. It's funny. And you could see all the movies where the director wanted, you know, or had gotten their name removed. They no longer do it, to my understanding.
Okay.
They don't grant that anymore. But yeah, he wanted the Alan Smithy credit. And I think they did give it to him because I heard, you know, through like the different VHS releases, some of them don't credit him at all. I honestly think that he doesn't go credited whatsoever because even in the movie, the title credits, there's no director credit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. And I think it's due for legal reasons. And I think it's also due because, like, he didn't get final cut on the film, which I think pissed him off. So, and that was supposed to be part of his contract, all this stuff. So the producer's like, hey, you know, the director who's out there, he can still make a Kinetic Nightmare movie. But we have Dream Stalker.
I remember him saying that. Yeah.
But it's cool, you know, and the reason why Kinetic Nightmare fits so well is because our main character, Brittany Marin, she's like this pretty model girl, whatever. She's having like these dreams about her dead boyfriend, Ricky. She starts having dreams that end up coming true. And in a way, she kind of has like this telekinetic thing that's like going on, which also kind of like gave me Friday New Blood vibes.
In a sense, yeah.
Because
I get
the
that.
girl in that movie also had
telekinesis.
Yeah. And if you think about it, like due to her telekinesis, she was the one that resurrected Jason in New Blood, right?
Yep.
So you think about this film, and this could have been a really good psychological film, like had it went the route that it was supposed to go. Because for one, like the director, what was his name? Mark Diaz was his name, or
no? There's Mike Diaz.
Mike Diaz.
Yeah, that's the main actor for Ricky.
He was saying that
the script was really good.
Yeah, that the script was good, and then due to the editing and the technical difficulties and shit
and
like
the budget, they had to keep reworking the script.
So, it ended up turning into like some production hell.
Yeah.
But if you think about it though, like this movie could have went a couple different ways, right? So is he a manifestation due to like her trauma and things like that? But then you like think about it and you're like, well, then how's like all the killing and things happen? And you know, is it him who's doing it as the manifestation,
And
or is it like
they wanted to explore that
yeah,
it could have been Brittany, and that there was really no Ricky. It was just all in her head. But I'm
Dude,
happy they didn't. I don't want that route, and I'm happy they didn't go with it.
that could have been cool. Yeah, that could have been cool.
I'm not with it. I like this Ricky character a lot. I like that he is a physical thing once, you know, Brittany is in her dream state. I think Ricky's awesome. I mean, we're gonna get more into it, but like I really dig, and I think that was like the selling point was just how awesome the slasher villain looks. That is Ricky, and the actor Mike D's like, you know, he gave it like his all. Like he took the film like seriously. You know.
Yeah, he did. I think everybody did too.
Yeah, even the actress that played Brittany Marin, like she was new to this, but I think she did a solid performance too. Like she really tried, you know, her best. And like our two leads, which is Ricky and Brittany, like they do a solid job. There's just like, you know, the supporting cast is pretty rough.
Yeah, they're interesting. It's
like
it's
Sage. Oh my god, like
Sage is funny.
There's one interaction between Sage and Brittany, where Sage like offers her like lunch plans.
Yeah,
and I swear it's like he's reading off cue cards or the edit. It's just so, it's so bad. It's so bad. But
man,
you
that's
know,
low
that's the
budget
charm.
filmmaking for you.
That's the charm of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was shot in a month, so you know, but I think it took like 6 months to a year to be released. I think like it was filmed in 1990 and then it was released in 1991. It is what it is, man. I'm glad that these movies exist. They do have that. They do have that charm to them. They definitely could have explored some more psychological aspects of it, you know, which was kind of like with what, you know, the actor who played Ricky was saying. So anyways, I got some clips, and I think we should go through them. They're pretty cool.
Are we reading the back of the box? Do you want me to read my TerraVision release, or I wonder if it's the same write-up. I'm looking. Hold on.
Fuck it. Let's switch it up. Go ahead and read the write-up.
All right, so reading the back of Dream Stalker.
Oh, I like that.
Of
I like that cover too.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
I know it's like the same, but like
you can see it more clear here.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. The slip's cool too.
Yeah, the slip is awesome. Like Ricky's face in the fucking dirt bike helmet, like, and the font style. I really like, especially, and we'll get into it, but like,
let me see the slip real quick.
Yeah,
we're going on a tangent now. Yeah, well, that font is more like the actual title card font in the movie.
Well, I was just gonna say, I really like the title card in this. It's very like it
makes it look brutal,
90s death metal kind of. Yeah, because the movie starts and then 10 minutes in, the title card hits, and it's just like with the red color to the font.
Yeah,
it's
it
really
does look cool.
All right, so let me read the back of the TerraVision release here, and then we will just start rolling with the clips and talking more about Dream Stalker.
All right, let's roll.
All right, so with the tagline, "In your dreams, no one hears you scream." Welcome to the world of Brittany Meredith, a young fashion model in demand. She has it all: youth, beauty, and a handsome fiance named Ricky. Tragedy strikes when Ricky is killed in a motocross accident. Brittany has only Ricky's precious gift, a music box, to remember his undying love. The world and dreams of Brittany quickly change to nightmares as Ricky comes back to pledge his eternal love for her once and more. Ricky goes on a murderous rampage to have Brittany all to himself. As he gets closer to fulfilling his deadly desire, Brittany must figure out a way to stop her fatal nightmares, but in your dreams, no one hears you scream.
Just last week you were speaking of these recurring nightmares. Tell me about them.
I don't understand it. Every time I try to wake up, I can't.
Ricky gave that to me just before he died. It always brings him back.
You seem really tense. You feeling all right?
Ricky, what was that?
Someone was standing here. Someone was here. I felt it.
I don't want you having nightmares of Ricky trying to kill you. Honey, Ricky wouldn't kill anybody.
Check it out, there was this real creepy dude, and he had a knife this big.
It sure is scary out in the woods all alone without any protection. Especially for us virgins.
She wants to forget about Ricky. You remind me of someone I used to know.
Well, she needs to go on with her life and stop living in the past.
I brought plenty of drugs with me.
Won't you stop rocking the boat, all right?
Every time you turn around, somebody's getting shot, stabbed to death.
I know what you mean.
I just saw something move out there. You are on drugs.
So Dream Stalker opens up with a bunch of shots at a dirt bike track, and Brittany and her friend Sherry are watching as Ricky is he's killing it.
Yeah.
He's killing it in this race. He's like 3 seconds over his personal best record, and he wins the race. And then from there, we start to see the love story between him and Brittany. They go to a picnic, and Ricky is telling her, Brittany, I love you so much. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And then he gives her a ring and proposes. So him and Brittany are now fiancés.
So you know what's funny about this? This was supposed to be like only a 30-second montage, but they needed some padding. So it ends up being like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And so we don't really know too much about Brittany up until the following scene where we see that she's a very high demand supermodel.
Yep.
And she's on a photo shoot. Ricky is in the back and he's admiring her as she's doing her work and everything. And then from there, we go to a nice dinner that at some nice hotel restaurant, whatever.
Yeah.
And
real quick, just to go back to the model shoot.
Yeah.
The photographer is Dr. Frisk.
Oh, really?
Yep. And Dr. Frisk is also the special effects makeup artist.
Yeah.
So yeah, he played both the photographer and Dr. Frisk.
I love that. I love when movies do that, dude.
Yeah.
One of the producers is actually one of the guys in the car during the Frisk death. So
yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do with these productions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when Ricky and Brittany are at this dinner, she's gearing up to go to New York for a fashion shoot, and before she leaves, Ricky gives her a gift, which is this fucking like wind up like clown looking doll thing, right?
Yeah.
And he tells her like, keep this to remember me by.
Yeah, it plays this very distinctive theme, which get used to it because you're gonna hear this theme the whole fucking movie.
I think
No, I like it.
It's dreamy. It gives it like a nightmare-y thing, like feel to it. You know, like the music's not that bad in this. So that's another good thing that's like added to it. And then, from there.
Well, I'll say though, there is like a love scene where the music, it's just like the piano, it just stops abruptly and then picks back up again.
Yeah.
And like that's a little rough. But the overall theme from the music box, which is played throughout the movie, is
You mean the
good.
sex scene in the hot tub?
No, not even that.
Okay.
But like Britney's other sex scene.
Oh,
it's
yeah. She has two in here.
Yeah.
She has one with Ricky. I mean, kind of. They're like fucking around in the hot tub, whatever. And, the actor was saying that the director was directing that scene to be like way more heavier than it was, which made him very uncomfortable. But he said that it didn't make the actress that uncomfortable because I guess she was like trying to make a name in the business, so she was willing to do whatever. Yeah. But I give him a lot of respect for like pulling back on that if it made him uncomfortable, because he was like, look, like, I don't know what you want me to do, but that shit's not in the script, and I don't fucking appreciate
Yeah.
you know,
he stood
you
his ground.
fucking having me do something, you know. So yeah, I have a lot of respect for him for speaking up.
Yeah.
And then he said that, like, you know, that kind of started causing a bit of a rift with him and the director. But him and the director already had a bit of a rift going because of a previous project, I believe. Like, they knew
Yeah.
each other
Yeah.
prior to this. And before him signing on to the movie, he had said, like, are we going to have an issue because of our past history? And they were able to kind of like successfully work together. But, you know, when you start pushing back, that's going to start bringing up some kind of bad blood, whatever. But, you know, I think it all worked out in the end between them, but whatever. So where was I? Sorry, we went off on that tangent,
you're
but
good.
it was
So-
worth it. It was worth it. A little bit of history on this film.
Yeah.
So Brittany touches down back home in San Francisco after, or is it San Francisco? They're in San Francisco,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, somewhere. Yeah, San Francisco. Yep. And she does have a bad dream about Ricky having an accident. She's at a race, and she has one of his races, and an accident happens, and she wakes up from it. Next thing you know, they're back in San Francisco with her mom, because her mom's really pushing for her career as a model. Kind of puts a bit of pressure on her. You know,
I could see
and
that. Yeah, for sure.
once they get back home, Brittany's friend Sherry, she hears a knock on the door, and it's her best friend Sherry, who we briefly see her during the montage in the beginning at Ricky's race. And she says, it's horrible. Ricky's had an accident, and he died in the accident during like a motocross accident. And then it's kind of funny in a way, because she's like, he's dead, and it keeps like repeating it.
It
And
was
then we
a
get
bad accident, and he's dead. Yeah.
dead. And then we get the title card of Dream Stalker,
Yeah.
which I'm like, again, the title card's sick.
Yeah, it is sick. I don't think I have it. I don't think I pulled it up. But I mean, you showed it right there.
Yeah. It's this font, just red. And I don't know, it looks cool.
Yeah,
It looks
blood
cool.
red.
Yeah. And then
So yeah, Ricky's dead. And
Yeah.
Now we kind of fast forward 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
He's been dead, and Brittany is still having these dreams that Ricky is trying to kill her. And, you know, there's a point even before they know that he's dead, that she has a dream where she tells her mom about it, and she's like, come on, like, you know, Ricky would never hurt anybody. Ricky would never try to kill you, whatever. And then she finds out that he actually dies. And then I guess they're trying to do some kind of like experimental therapy of some sort. You know, Brittany goes and she meets with this Dr. Frisk, and then he's like, they have like these fucking things hooked up with her, and there's like all these computers and stuff, and I don't fucking know what they're trying to do. Like, what are they trying to do? Like, what is he trying to
brain,
do? Scan her brain, figure out her dreams, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, some things in this film, due to, you know, the editing, and I'm sure the footage that was lost, you lose context to like certain things. They tried to make it work, but yeah, they're doing like some kind of experimental thing. He's trying to read her dreams, whatever. And then we get a nightmare scene, because she's describing to him, Dr. Fisk, what her nightmare is. So here's her dream.
Yeah, she's at Ricky's graveyard or grave. And he's chasing her. And the theme you're hearing, get used to it, because you hear it throughout the whole fucking movie. I like this though. She gets like pulled under as Ricky's popping a wheelie in the background.
Yeah. I have that too. See him right there?
Just popping wheelies.
Yeah, he's just fucking popping a wheelie right there, like
As
in the
she's
background.
getting
Now she's getting pulled
sucked
under.
Yeah, that's great. Love it.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting scene. You know, she's screaming for Ricky, like, no, Ricky, like, I don't want to go to hell, and she's being dragged into the fucking ground, and
Yeah.
fucking ripping a wheelie in the back.
It's so funny, man. Yeah, so from there, like, Dr. Frisk says, like, it's kind of goes over how it's been 3 years and, she needs some time, like, away or to, like, don't push her career or don't give her pressure, talking to the mom again. And,
Yeah, like don't bring him up, like, because I'm
just-
pretty sure, like, the mom, like, she asked, like, what can I do for her?
Mhm.
And he's like, don't bring him up, don't bring up the past,
Even Brittany, she's like starting to realize she's like, I think I need to get away for a bit. But before she does, she has another nightmare. Before she has the nightmare, though, she winds up the clown music box and then
Okay.
she goes to bed. And this summons Ricky, which is funny too, because like when she does, there's an effect and it's clearly like, you remember those electric balls back in the day where you touch it and it would like, go to your
Oh,
finger?
yeah.
It's one of those.
The
But
effect on the doll, right?
On the doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very 90s thing right there.
Mm.
But yeah, when she winds up, like the clown doll music box has an effect and then she falls asleep and then she has the horrible nightmare which summons Ricky and he like forces himself on her.
Yeah,
and assaults her.
this is an interesting one because she's sleeping, but it's almost like she can't awake from this dream, and then him in full race gear,
which he looks dope when he like appears like and he's I love
because you
that.
see him walking behind the fucking she's in bed and then the camera like pans up and then there's like a couple windows and you see him walking, goes to one window and then he like it's a fucking word I'm looking for.
Like kind of teleports through the wall.
There you go.
Yeah.
Teleports through the wall and then lays in the bed and then he pulls out a condom, puts a condom on.
It's crazy.
And then he starts going at it and then he stops and he's like, it broke.
Yeah.
Oh, well. And then keeps on going at it. And then that's at that point is where she realizes like, I need to get away.
Yeah, because she wakes up and she's got like marks all over her and she even shows her mom because she wakes up screaming and shit and like her mom like checks on her and she's just covered in fucking bruises and marks and that's when she's like I need to get away and that's what she does. She ends up going up to a cabin house.
It's her cabin, right? Or it's like a family cabin, something or other
like that, like a family or her. I mean, they're pretty well off, I guess, because his house is huge, but somewhere up in Sacramento.
And then to our surprise, there's like a youth camp that's like not too far by.
Yeah.
With some interesting people, very interesting people.
Very interesting.
I guess also like there's a point in time where there's a costume party at the cemetery.
Yes.
And
so
the mortician is there, obviously.
Yeah.
And there's a phone call. Somebody's on the phone and he goes and he's like, well, who is it? And then it's somebody on the phone. And then he decides to go out to the cemetery to look for Ricky's grave. Who do you think that was? Do you think it was Brittany? Do you think it was the doctor? Like, who do you think was on the phone? Like Ricky from the spirit world?
I think it was Ricky. I think he called them out there, from the spirit world.
Yeah.
And then once he got the mortician there, then Ricky shows up and is like, here we go. Ricky looks awesome.
Yeah, he looks awesome. The shit makeup job you did?
Yeah.
You think I want her looking like this?
Yeah, talking about Brittany.
Glad to be together forever. I want her to look her very best.
What do you want?
Concrete around that casket for protection, like my parents paid for.
Hell yeah. My man stood on business with that. He's like, my parents paid you fucking good, and you did a shit makeup job on me.
Did a shit makeup job, and they didn't put fucking concrete around his casket for protection. But he's making sure that fucking guy does better by Brittany.
Yeah.
Because he wants to be with her forever.
Forever.
So you know, he's gonna go around and do everything that he can in order to protect her and take care of anybody in the way.
Yeah.
Okay. And that includes Dr. Frisk.
Yeah.
Because part of Dr. Frisk's job is having Brittany forget about him.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have their interaction.
She won't forget about me.
So you get a good look at Ricky's makeup here too, which I like. And
that's the makeup artist right there that plays
Yeah.
Dr. Frisk that we mentioned before.
leave her alone.
He's got his big old knife.
You know, Doc, you're really starting to bother me.
I like Ricky's mannerisms. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, I do too. I like that interaction between them.
Yeah.
And it's also pretty cool too. I didn't pull the clip, but so
the tie being yanked? Yeah.
where you can see that it's a spirit doing it though, because it's not Ricky who's actually doing it. It's it's invisible, and he's being like choked out and everything. And then Frisk, he runs to his drawer and he grabs a gun, shoots Ricky in the head.
Yeah.
And now he's freaked out.
Jumps through the window.
That's the producer.
Yep. This is great. Splat. I love that. Look how good that prop looks, man.
Yeah. All right, I'll go back. Let's look at it.
Yeah. Yep. See, that looks awesome.
That does look good with the tongue hanging out.
I love it. And then like there's his
everything.
hands moving around too.
You know, the cool thing that I can hold on.
Yeah, that's great.
The thing that I can say though about like these low budget films is like, you know, they can really make it work with the effects. Like, you know,
and this effects artist, he went on to like help work on like a lot of productions, even with like one of the Child's Plays. He worked with Stan Winston, Rick Baker.
Nice.
So like this dude, skin in the game.
Skin in the game. I like it. Yeah, good for him. He did a good job. You know, with I'm sure the
limited budget they had. Because again, Ricky looks awesome.
Yeah, Ricky looks
that
cool.
That looked awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Dr. Frisk with his tongue hanging out and face all splattered. Yeah, that's the appeal for me with this.
Yeah, that's the shit we like, man.
Yeah.
So then from here, Brittany is at her cabin, and like we mentioned before, you know, there's a youth camp that is nearby, and the guy who runs it, his name is Sage.
Yeah,
and
he's like an old friend of Brittany's.
Yeah, he's like an old friend. It's probably like maybe the camp was maybe like for rich kids or like a day camp or a summer camp.
Yeah.
And then maybe it transitioned into a youth camp or something. We don't really know, but that's like my...
Yeah, youth camp for troubled kids.
Right, which made me think about Ticks.
Yeah.
Is that all? Yeah, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Does that also happen in Ticks?
Mm-hmm.
So when you had sent me what clips you had wanted pulled, this next clip, you were like, oh, this has to be in there. It's kind of like out of place. It's a little
so
out of pocket.
Place.
And then the reference that you had to it was good too. So
yeah, we just got these random girls dancing.
Yeah. And I also added in another aspect to it here. So Brittany comes out and she's like asking them to calm down, and then these kids are rebellious. So you got one woman, she got some nerve.
And
she flips her off.
Place. Yeah, it's the way they're dancing to the
and then
old school hip hop.
And then Brittany goes down to talk to them, and I love this part too. It's like the oldest trick in the book. You'll see. They tabletop her.
Oh yeah, yep.
And then they're trying to fight her. And then this is when Sage comes in and he breaks them up and everything. But when I saw that chick fucking tabletop her, I was like, yo. I'm like, you're an asshole.
The way they're dancing, does that not remind you of how they dance in the clubs with Grand Theft Auto Vice City?
Club Malibu and fucking GTA Vice City.
Oh my gosh, man. It's just so out of place. Like, and the awkwardness of it it had me dying the first time.
I like that hip hop music that they got going with it. You know,
I mean, they're doing a horrible job of trying to bust a move for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's silliness, man.
Yeah, and there's a series of like of other campers and camp counselors and stuff, and I mean we don't really like get to know them too much, but then there's like these two guys that we end up running into when Brittany is alone in the woods, and these two guys are scumbags.
Yeah,
they try to take advantage of her, and she gets away. She gives them a nut kick, and she ends up getting away. And these guys, for whatever reason, decide that they're gonna go walk down by the lake and hop in a fucking boat.
Yeah, because she ends up tripping over something and then like knocks her head, which knocks her out and puts her in the dream state.
Yup.
And they're like, well, we got to get out of here. So they go to a boat. I think their names are Brad and Ted. And the one guy, I think it's Ted, can't swim. So he's like freaking the fuck out. He's like, I can't swim. And Brad's like, well, we'll get in the boat, not the fucking water.
Yeah.
Right. And then they're fucking with Brittany. And because she's in that dream state.
Yeah. And then fucking, Ricky comes and he rips him in the water. And we have like this whole scene where it's all foggy and he's trying to drown him and all this shit. And then
I love that scene too, because like, what's funny is like, it starts out, they're in an actual lake. But once the fog rolls in, it gets dark. And then you can clearly tell they're in someone's pool.
Yeah, they're in the swimming pool filming
it's
it.
So awesome. Because like also like at one point, and I think, oh no, it's not on the cover. Maybe it's on the back image here. No. Oh, it is actually. If you look on your inner vision, there's like, I'm going to hold it as close as I can to the camera. But that shot right there, Ricky's head popping out of the water.
Oh, yeah. Damn, why didn't I pull that?
What's funny about that scene is like when he comes out of the water to like try to like drown them, he's got the knife in his mouth like he's fucking Rambo, and I love it.
I like that. Fucking
It's
Rambo.
Great. Yeah, Rambo with the knife in the mouth, fucking stalking him.
Yes.
And the one guy who's like, I can't swim. I can't. Like it's just good.
And you know what?
But they don't die.
They don't die. I thought that was going to be it for them.
Yes, you think so. But this kid Chris finds Brittany and like tends to her and calls for his brother. And she wakes up. So they end up not dying.
Oh shit! That fucking went over my head.
Yeah.
That went over my head for real. That like the reason why she woke up is the reason why they survived, because in her mind that manifestation of Ricky can no longer, achieve and execute the killing like he wanted to. Interesting. I like that. That went over my head. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, dude, it's that scene too. It's funny, and I love that they're clearly shooting in a pool. That's just some good DIY shit that I appreciate.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Got to make it work. And we're also introduced to another character, not only Sage, but at one point, Brittany's in the shower, and this husky comes in, and there's this guy who's like, oh, I'm sorry, my dog. And she's like, what the hell are you doing in here? My dog got in here. And then she realizes it's this guy, Greg, who was her high school crush. And he just so happened to move into one of the cabin homes next door.
He needed some peace and quiet.
Yeah. And that's what she's there for. So they end up reconnecting, and it takes no time for them to like.
Yeah, they hook up quick.
Yeah. Like real quick. Yeah.
Ricky don't like that.
No.
Because she's moving on. And she's going to forget about him.
Yeah, they end up like making lunch plans and shit. And this is where I'd mentioned before about Sage. Like he offered lunch plans too. And it's a very awkward delivery. But when Brittany and Sage are talking, those assholes that tried to assault her show up. And Sage is like, where the fuck have you two been? You've been gone all night, this, that, and the other.
Get off our back, man. Get off our case.
Yeah, and they explain like we were attacked by some guy with a knife down by the lake. And then Brittany realized, she's like, wait, I dreamt that. Like maybe they're onto something. And this is where we have Sage's kill.
Sage goes to the shitter, the outhouse.
Yeah, almost like Demon from
And Brittany's
Friday Part 5.
Yup.
That's good. Got a pitchfork through the shitter. And
Pulls
starts
him
pulling-
down into
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. That fucking scream she does is horrible.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
And anytime like she has the dream with Ricky, it's like that's how she screams and then starts saying his name and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, that's a bad fucking scream.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Sage's death, and that's sad. Sage is cool. I like Sage. He was a good guy.
No, yeah, he was a great guy for sure. And yeah, he just meets his demise in the shitter, kind of like Demon from fucking Friday Part 5. And I think like Brittany talks about it, that she saw it happen, and she confides
telling her-
in Greg.
Yep.
And that goes from that to sex. They waste no time. It's just, oh, that happened. Oh, by the way, like they just get super horny, and then we get this hilarious sex scene where
It's almost like From The Room, right? Like the sex scene in the room.
Exactly. That's what it feels like. And the music, while it's good when you hear like the clown doll theme and Ricky's theme, I swear at first it gets the sexy saxophone, as I like to call, and then like the piano starts, and then it just abruptly stops, and then picks back up again, and abruptly stops, and it makes the sex scene like so awkward.
It is an awkward sex
Yeah.
scene.
Another awkward thing about Greg and Brittany's sex scene is right before that too, when Brittany goes to talk to Greg about like what she's seeing. She goes over for those lunch plans, if you will, and she sees something bloody. And
Yeah,
she's
we see like these close-ups of like blood dripping, and blood pooling up and shit, and you're like, oh no, fucking
you're like,
Ricky
what's going
got
on?
him. Ricky got him.
And then there's Greg, and he's holding a meat cleaver. And he's like, oh, I was preparing a steak for lunch. Do you want some?
Yeah.
But the way he's acting as if he's a serial killer, I'm just like, why? Why did they choose that? Because clearly we know this isn't a whodunit. This isn't like, this is a horrible job at a red herring. Like we've established that Ricky is coming back through her dreams. So why even?
So here's something to that, I think, right? So yes, he does kind of act very fucking strange in that scene. But then later on, we also have a nightmare scene, when he kills her.
Yes.
In the dream.
But that happens later.
Yeah, so
bad editing?
Might be.
Maybe if she had that dream before it, that would make sense. But
yeah. Well, yeah, it would make sense as far as them trying to establish a red herring.
Yeah.
For sure.
But there's no point in even establishing that when we know right from the bat that it's Ricky. Like,
we're gonna chalk all this up to bad editing.
Yeah,
man.
just bad editing.
Bad ADR, because I know that they had to go back and fucking.
Especially, my gosh, when Brittany and Sherry are talking and Sherry like has trouble with her leaf blower and like falls over, you can't hear fuck all but the fucking. And the leaf blower sound like triggers Brittany because she thinks it sounds like the dirt bike.
Yeah. This is way early on in the film, by the way. Like, we're talking before anything, really. Like,
but there's a lot of moments in this movie where just the ADR is
well,
just so rough.
because of the technical issues and them probably losing footage and shit like that, they more than likely had to put in things that shouldn't have been in there.
Yeah.
Scenes that don't make sense, because they have to, in order for this to be a feature film, it needs to be a certain runtime.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they extended, Ricky in the beginning, which only was supposed to be montage. That turned into a whole mess. That turned into like 10, 15 minutes of shit, right?
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
he dies and everything.
Yeah, a good 10 minutes of it. So yeah, they did a horrible job with trying to establish Greg as red herring. The scene was just awkward. We're just gonna chalk that up to, again, bad editing.
And we know a good red herring, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, we do. Especially you with the amount of Giallo that you watch.
There was always a red herring.
Another thing that happens during all of this is there's a scene where the youth camp kids are camping outside, and the kid that found Brittany knocked out unconscious, Chris, he senses something, right? And they're all sleeping, and at one point Brittany falls asleep and Ricky shows up and he's about to axe the guy, Chris.
Yeah.
But
I thought he was going to take all of them out.
I thought so. Yeah, you think so. But she wakes up and he disappears. So fast forward to the next day, they're on this hike, and Ricky's spirit like pushes this kid Chris down the hill, and then we get this crazy scene.
Yeah, this is a good effect.
This is a great effect. So yeah, they're fucking hiking. Boom, Chris gets pushed.
Whoever had to do this stunt, throw themselves down that fucking hill.
Yep.
This guy, I like what he says after this.
That's gnarly.
You're fine. You're fine.
The blood's just squirting out in this big old branch, and you're like, but you're fine. It's his older brother, you know, he's trying to like, you know, talk it down so he doesn't fucking go in shock or something.
That thing went in deep, dude. That was probably like almost fucking 6 inches.
Great effect.
Almost through his whole leg.
Yeah. It's a great effect, man. Love it.
Good to you, Dr. Fisk.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Well, he's the guy that did the effects.
Because he's the. I'm sorry. Yes, he does the effects.
I don't know his name. I know he's Dr. Fisk. He did a good job.
Yeah, he did a great job because that shit looks like.
So now we're getting towards the end of the film, and this is honestly where things really start to pick up. Is probably like the last 20 minutes of the film.
Yeah, last half hour. I'd say
half hour.
Because Brittany, she reaches out to Sherry and she's like, "You got to come like ASAP." I'm like tripping the fuck out, having these horrible visions of people dying. And, you know, she makes her way up to the cabin, and they have a moment where Sherry meets Greg because they also had just gotten done like fucking and shit. And Sherry's like, "Oh, you found someone, this, that, and the other." And she's like, that's besides the point. Look, I'm having these visions of Ricky, and I think that like terrible things are happening to people, and I keep seeing it all in my dreams. And Sherry's just like, "You got to move on. It's been like 3 years." And she even points out to like the whole music box, like, "Why do you still have this?"
And she like knocks it over, right?
Yeah, she knocks it over. And while this is going on, those two assholes, Brad and Ted, want to get revenge on Brittany for exposing them. So they make their way towards the cabin, and they start hearing noises, Sherry and Brittany. And it's funny too, because Sherry makes like a Friday the 13th joke where like they hear something.
She's like, "Oh, it's probably Jason or something."
Yeah. I thought that was kind of clever.
No, I like that. Yeah.
But so they hear something at the door and they go by it, and one of the guys, I think it's Brad, bashes fucking Sherry in the face.
I got it here. To those fucking dudes. That's great. Smashes her right in the fucking head.
Yeah, these guys.
I was like wondering, was his intent murder?
I don't know.
You know?
Ricky, you shouldn't play with sticks. So, okay.
That's great.
So I have got some backstory. Oh, look at this. Oh my God.
Yeah.
If you could pull that back up. So this stunt guy.
Right there. Yep.
Right here.
Was just some random fucking
guy. Wasn't a true professional. He put out a fucking queen size mattress, right? This is 25 feet up in the air.
Yeah, that's a big deck, dude.
That's a big deck, man. So he fucking takes a plunge for the stunt, ends up fracturing both of his legs, or two bones in one of his legs.
And at the tail end of it, you can see him bounce. You could see him fucking bounce. Watch. Yep. Let me pull it.
Yep.
See him?
Oh, yup. But that effect is
Sick
great. The
effect.
fucking stick through
Yo,
the
I
fucking...
love fucking independent filmmaking, man.
Yes,
you just do the
man.
damn thing sometimes,
You just do the damn thing. And you know what's crazy? Shout out to this guy is he was like, did you get the shot?
Yeah, did you get the shot? He
Yeah,
he didn't give a fuck about his leg being all messed up. He just wanted a good fucking stunt for his stunt reel.
Yeah. So that's the end of Brad. And then Ted.
Where are you, man?
This is great. Oh,
Cleaver to the head.
yep. Friday the 13th part 2 style, man.
Yep.
And part 4 style.
Good
It's
cleaver
great,
to
man.
the head.
Yes, love it. Love it.
So Ricky is just taking everybody out now. So
Yeah.
and then from here, I think Brittany, she's afraid of him.
Yeah.
You know, she's scared of him, you know, and he wants her to go with him. She wants him, I guess, to die with him. And he says, I'm going to take you home to our new home and everything like that. And then there's even a moment where he stabs Greg.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
think Greg is out of the picture.
But also there's a great chase scene where Brittany's running and she ends up in the youth camp. And pretty much like all of like the remaining people are like strung up.
Yes. He strung them all up.
Yeah, he strung them all
yeah.
up. He killed the girls because they're trying to like get some action from some of the guys, and it's kind of inappropriate, but one of the coaches like even goes over to join. But the kid Chris, who's got the fucked up leg, they're like, Chris, do us a favor, just watch the fire. He's like, but there's no fire. And they go to pretty much have like almost like a giant fucking orgy, and Ricky slaughters them all because when Brittany shows up, they're all strung up on the tree and shit. And Ricky like slit all their throats, which the footage was cut, unfortunately. I wish you could have seen that, but yeah, it ended up being cut.
What could have been?
Yeah. It's great though to see like Ricky just like, you know, I wish we could have. You do see, so you see the one of the like the badass girls that like fucking tabletop Brittany. Like she was the only one like of age that they could show nude. She was like 35. So you see her like walking towards the kid Chris, and she's all like sliced up and she's got the knife in her back. And then fucking Ricky then takes out Chris because he's like the kid with the bad leg. Because he's like the last one remaining. But even like you see his brother getting sucked into the bushes and shit. But it's dope, man. But yeah, to see them all strung up like that, and Ricky's just like fucking pushing them like their bodies and shit with his fucking big old knife. Yeah.
And then she makes her way back to the house, right?
Yes, and this is where Greg gets stabbed, I believe. That's when Greg gets stabbed, but Ricky doesn't kill him all the way. He's like, you're going to do something for me. You're going to do as I say, which is to lure Brittany in. And that's when, you know, Ricky just tries to get the jump on her. Like, it's time. You don't want to be late for your own funeral, which is a funny joke he makes, you know. And they have like a tussle. At one point, the clown doll gets knocked over, and this causes Ricky to disappear.
Yes.
But then he reappears. And Brittany, like, she slices his throat and she thinks he's dead, but he's not. You know? Because kind of fakes her out. Because we start to realize, like, that clown doll is the way for his gateway into the real world. You know?
I call it his Horcrux.
Okay,
like from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know?
It is.
He like puts a part of his soul or some shit inside of that fucking clown doll.
Absolutely.
I wonder, though, like, if he had, like, if there was any intention, like, early on when he gives it to her, or, like,
I don't know.
Is that, like, his only connect? Like, I don't know, man.
I think it's just that strong symbol of love, and that's what, you know,
he's
able to manifest through, you know?
Yeah, so he wants to try to fucking kill, he wants to kill, Brittany, and he does stab her up.
Yeah, he slices her hands and shit.
Slices her hands, and then doesn't he stab her in the stomach?
Yes, he stabs her in the stomach, and then he goes to finish off Greg.
And then him and Greg have a tussle for a while.
Yep. And then he strikes. Yeah.
They're fighting.
Yep.
And then Greg takes the fucking Horcrux.
Yep. Ricky stabs it. Oh no, he throws it. Look, there's the electric ball energy thing effect.
Dude, where does he throw it? What the fuck? It's just like he throws it and then it like hits a rock. Meanwhile, he's inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you know what? Maybe there was some lost footage where somebody's outside and they have a hold of it and they end up, and that's the only way that they could connect the two.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so that's destroyed and Ricky, the electric effect, and he's gone.
Ricky's gone.
And then we think that we get a good fake out because we think that Brittany's dead because we get a shot of her mom visiting Brittany's grave. And then it turns out it's not. Like, she's been in a coma for 4 months. And her mom's like, oh, thank God, get the doctor. And they explain that all the murders were blamed on Greg.
Yeah, he's arrested. Greg unfortunately gets arrested. But then Brittany also like tries to defend him. And she was like, no, it was Ricky. But I mean, nobody's going to believe her, unfortunately.
And then we hear, and then the mom's like, oh, by the way, I fixed this for you. And it's the clown music box. And then we hear Ricky's laugh.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and then that's it.
That's it.
You want to know something though?
What's up?
I think there was a bit of a missed opportunity here.
Okay. I could see that. Yeah. Continue.
I think it would have been really cool had you found out at the end of the movie that she was pregnant with Ricky's baby.
Oh.
Because he rapes her in the beginning and the condom breaks.
Yes.
And he keeps going.
Yeah.
So.
Which is funny because last night I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 5, Dream Child.
Yeah.
And Freddy, using Alice's baby.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
That could have been.
We talked about this being a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff.
Yep.
And that would have been. They should have done it. They should.
Yeah.
Dude, Daddy, you just brought up a good point, man. That is a big missed opportunity.
Yeah. When I had seen the end, I was like, please bring out a baby or something.
Yeah.
And like when her mom's explaining everything to her, she could have been like, and also, the baby is fine. And she's like, baby. And then they like bring a fucking baby in and then, they hand her the child and then, we hold
imagine
on.
it's like half mullet, half.
Yeah. We hold on the child and then we hear Ricky's laugh.
Yeah.
And then we cut up to her with a scared face or some shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we go into Dream Stalker.
Dream Stalker, and you hear from, and then maybe like a shot in the background of Ricky doing a fucking wheelie again.
Yeah.
Yo, that would have been sick, man. Very missed opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because the nightmare would have continued from there. Now she never would have been able to get rid of Ricky. Like that's what's she gonna do? Kill the kid? Maybe, but
yeah.
That's also part of him too. So we joke about the Horcrux. So that's what Voldemort did, dude. He put his fucking soul into like all these different pieces and scattered them all. So Ricky, part of Ricky was in that doll. Something, some soul, something, some connection, some whatever. But a child.
That was good, Nick.
An actual fucking.
Yeah.
That
would have been sick.
His bloodline.
And again, to play more into the Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff with doing the Dream Child.
And then we could have had like Dream Stalker 2.
Oh,
where like
man.
the kid is like.
Now the kid could manifest Ricky.
Yeah, the kid like manifests Ricky and he's like having like these dreams and stuff of a father that he's never known and people around him start dying and then you got like a cursed child movie now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dream Stalker 2.
Maybe he's into
Ricky's Revenge.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe the kid's into BMX this time.
Yeah, because now we're in like the mid-90s now, BMX,
Yeah, man.
And that could be it. He's in like a BMX race or some shit. And then we're getting into rad now,
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say we're getting into rad territory.
Yeah.
Dude, what could have been?
What could have been, man?
Yeah.
But you know what, dude? Like, it's so fun to expand on these ideas, dude.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I love when we can do it.
Yeah.
But dude, Dream Stalker's cool. I think
it is. It's fun.
I think it's definitely worth the watch. I would 100% recommend this. Like, go definitely check it out. It's silly. It's fun. It had good intentions, and unfortunately, like things fell short. But there was heart there for sure.
Yeah,
On all
yeah.
aspects. You know, they did a great job with the gore and the effects.
Ricky's great.
Ricky's
The
great.
actor's solid. I mean,
Yeah, they were great.
The actress that played Brittany, she tried her best, and I thought, well, a little soap opera-ish. You know, she wasn't bad. You know,
Yeah. I mean, I just didn't
except
like
for
her
that scream.
scream.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Yeah, man, this is a fun one. A great shot on video 90s slasher where they're just kind of playing into the whole Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff, but you get something so much more.
we love a good ripoff on this show.
Yes, we do.
We love a good ripoff. I'm glad they exist. They try to capitalize. It's so funny too. When I was watching the movie, I had the title, the screen, the menu on the TV, and Dom comes downstairs, my nephew, and he reads the thing, and he's like, "In your dreams, no one can hear you scream." And he's like, "Dream Stalker, huh?" I was like, "Yup." I said, "It's a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff." He's like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "You know what a ripoff is?" And he's like, "Yeah, like something that's fake, like Timu." I was like, "Oh, all right." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "It's Timu.
It's the Timu Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street."
Yep.
Dude, one of these days, I really want to watch that Bollywood Mahal fucking.
Oh yeah, I'd be down
Freddy
to check that
ripoff,
out.
because that is a blatant ripoff.
Oh
dude.
yes,
like
yes.
he's got the glove and everything.
Yep.
You know.
No, that would be a fun one to watch for sure.
Yeah, Mahal is what it's called.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. I think I don't know if there's anything else you want to say. I'm kind of into getting into final thoughts.
Yeah, let's
What
get
about
into
you?
final thoughts. Yeah.
All right, you want to lead? You've
Yeah,
been leading.
sure.
You've been leading the charge the whole episode.
Yeah, man. Final thoughts. I think Dream Stalker is fun as hell. It is what it is. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff shot on video with a motocross riding, mullet wearing slasher killer who is just cheesy fun. I enjoy this one, man. It's got its, shortcomings, the technical difficulties, the horrible ADR, some of the acting, but it's shot on video. Shoestring budget. They tried. It's fun. It's entertaining. I'd recommend checking it out. Whether you get this TerraVision release with the slip, or if you want to go cheaper, I'm sure that Severn Films still has their DVD Intervision release, which you can get dirt cheap. So, yeah, if you like Nightmare on Elm Street, if you want to check out a fun ripoff and you like shot on video, check out Dream Stalker. My overall rating for this one, I'm going to go with a 6.8 out of 10.
6.8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You like this film.
I do like Dream Stalker.
I think we're close. Kind of close.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
I mean, just judging by hearing what, the actor, the main actor who played the film said, this film had some heart behind it, which I really do appreciate. It had its shortcomings, like you had mentioned. I think that they definitely tried to salvage what they could. I like Ricky. I think Ricky's cool. I really do like what sold me on this was the dirt bike aspect, right?
Of course.
I love that shit, So I was more sold on the dirt bike aspect than anything. I think it could have been cool to see him on the dirt bike more, maybe in the film.
Yeah, making kills while riding the dirt bike.
Dude,
yeah,
that could have been sick.
Yeah.
Because how everybody has their weapon somehow, I don't know.
Oh, he should have done the Gus kill.
Kill from Pet Sematary 2.
Yes, with the tire.
Yep,
and then did the whole beheading while riding, like if they could have pulled that effect like in Friday Part 5.
Or like in Demons when he's on the dirt bike and he's killing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that would have been cool if they had figured out a way to make the dirt bike the weapon. Like that could have been so much fun.
Yeah.
And that would have fucking totally had brought this score up. Yeah, man, no, it's cool. I think that they did good job with the gore.
Ricky's look is fucking
Ricky's look is
awesome.
awesome. Yeah, like he's the best part of the film in my opinion. Yeah. So my that's my final thoughts on it. Rating wise, I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
5.5. All right,
5.5.
pretty much
We're
middle of the road.
gonna go middle of the road.
Okay.
I'm gonna definitely say, definitely check it out. Dude, it's staying on the shelf. This is not a movie I would throw in the sell pile at all. I would absolutely keep it. I think it definitely has a little bit of editing, pacing problems.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, clearly editing problems. Yeah.
There's definitely editing problems, but maybe a little bit of pacing problems midway through the film. But staying on the shelf, man. It ain't going anywhere.
Cool.
I might even fucking double dip and get the Terror Vision just because I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
But no, I really do like this movie. I appreciate it. I love a good ripoff.
I think it's on Tubi as well. I could be wrong. I think so.
Let me look. Let me look real quick. That'd be awesome if it was. No, it doesn't say.
No? Oh, okay.
No.
And then, like I said, this Intervision DVD right now, it's probably super cheap.
Probably like $5.
Probably.
And there's a sale going on with Severin at the moment. I mean, by the time this is released, then that's going to be long gone. But
yeah.
Anyways, yeah, man, this has been fun. Good pick. I like Dream Stalker. And I mean, I think that might be it, man. What do you think?
Yeah, right before we go, that's it on Dream Stalker. But before we
you got
wrap
some
up
stuff
here,
you want to share?
some stuff. I mean, well, first and foremost, have you seen Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man trailer?
No.
Okay, so I won't lie, it shows a little too much. Actually, a lot too much. I almost feel like it shows the whole movie. Some great gore scenes, though. These kids.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Eating this ice cream from this ice cream man who looks like he's up to no good, and they end up start killing everyone in the town. But I just wanted to.
The kids do?
Yeah, the kids do. But by the time this episode drops, that'll be hitting theaters. So if you're excited for that movie, I've got 2 movies here from Vinegar Syndrome that I want to recommend to you guys. At first, we've got Beware Children at Play, which Eli Roth has stated in an interview that he was very inspired with making Ice Cream Man by this movie. I've heard him mention this movie quite a bit of times. It's about these kids who are cannibals in this town. They go missing and they end up joining they become a cannibal cult, if you will. I showed you, I had you watch the trailer and you're like, dude, the amount of child death, holy shit.
Yeah, even in the fucking trailer.
Yeah. So Beware Children at Play is definitely one you should check out because, again, Eli Roth has said that he drew inspiration from this movie for Ice Cream Man. And also Vinegar Syndrome's The Children, which is about these kids who are on a school bus and they're not showing up back to their homes. And it turns out they were infected with some radioactive chemical. And this one's fun, dude. And they end up killing the people in town by hugging them and causing radioactive meltdowns that melt the bodies.
Oh my God.
So
some of these concepts are so fucking funny, man.
Yeah. So if you're excited for Ice Cream Man, Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man, which, by the way, is not a remake of the 90s Clint Howard Ice Cream Man, it's its own thing. But if you're excited, check out Vinegar Syndrome's The Children and Beware Children at Play. These are both released by Vinegar Syndrome, and they're both trauma films. So I just wanted to shed some light on that, to talk about what's going on with the times and, Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man, because I'm kind of excited for it. I just wish the trailer didn't show all the good shit because it seems to show a lot.
Yeah,
but it looks violent as fuck.
I'll check out the trailer.
Check out the trailer.
I knew about the concept for it because I heard some interviews with Eli Roth. I'm a big Eli Roth fan. I mean, I'll definitely be watching that movie. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check out those movies too.
Yeah, dude, check them out. Man.
One's on Tubi though. I think
probably
Beware.
The Children. Oh, Beware Children at Play.
Yeah,
that's
on Tubi.
That one's pretty solid, and The Children is a sleeper. That one I discovered on El Rey Network one night. And once I found out that Vinegar Syndrome had it, I picked it up.
Is El Rey still around?
I'm not sure because I don't have cable. I'm not really sure. It might not be.
That sucks.
As far as anything to the collection, I do have something. My lovely wife decided to pick up Frankenhooker 4K UHD from Synapse Films.
Nice.
I have the Arrow video release. I got that signed by Patty Mullen when you and I went to the one VHS fest where she was there. But this, we're big on Frankenhooker in this household.
That's gonna look great.
I love it. My wife loves it. My stepdaughter loves Frankenhooker. I got it for her, the normal Synapse release for Christmas last year. And she even said that she had eyes on this release too. So I can't wait to watch it with them. I mean, this slip looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does.
And that's it as far as movies. But my wife also picked up Shai Hulud's, one of their early records, which is Hearts Once Nourished with Hope and Compassion. Early metalcore band originally from Florida. It actually had what's his name from Newfound Glory, Chad.
The guitarist.
Yes, he was originally in this band.
Chad Gilbert,
and he joined it later. But so this band was originally from Florida, and then they relocated to Poughkeepsie. Funny enough.
No shit.
Yeah, but so that's what we have in the collection.
You know where the name Shai Hulud comes from, right?
Yep, the Dune sandworm.
I have a Dune Ussie coming, by the way. You know what a Dune Ussie is?
Oh my God, I know what a Dune Ussie is.
I bought one.
How much did it run you?
$50.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I know it was in high demand.
The prices are going down.
Yeah. What about you? You got anything new in the collection?
I actually do.
All right.
I got 3 new records.
Okay.
In the mail. One of which I have been wanting for a very, very, very fucking long time. And, well, for one, I wanted to hear the music overall. And, 2, it's been something I've wanted for quite some time. It is Look Outside Your Window. Do you know what this is?
No.
This was an album that was recorded, I guess, simultaneously while Slipknot was doing All Hope Is Gone. It features Corey Taylor, Jim Root, Clown, and Sid Wilson.
Okay.
So it's like an official, unofficial Slipknot album that I've yet to listen to.
I've never heard of that.
No?
No.
Oh, it's been a myth and everything for years, and they just released it during Record Store Day.
Oh, shit.
And it was a fucking nightmare to find. Because you could only get it in store, and most stores just like didn't really have any copies.
Did you get it from Newberry or?
No, Newberry only had 1 copy, and I mean, dude, I wasn't going to line up for that.
No,
so,
I'm sure that lineup was crazy.
So I was like watching it on eBay, and I was like, damn. I'm like, I'm about to pay like $200 for this thing. I wanted it so fucking bad. And then I saw on a Reddit forum, somebody was like, oh, it's gonna have an official release in June. And then it was like pre-orders are going to be in May, so why don't you just wait? So I did that, and it turned out to happen. So maybe you guys should grab it. It's sick. And then I have 2 records that are very special to me. I just want to say that the world and the music world lost a truly, truly, truly important, special person, Oliver Tree. Rest in peace. I've been a big fan of Oliver Tree forever. As long as he's been fucking releasing music, the dude has 0 skips on all of his albums. Just a very awesome, unique person, put on an incredible performance. I had seen him like 2 years ago down in the city, and it was an awesome time. And I was really looking forward to his world tour, and he just passed away in an unfortunate accident. So I had to go, and I got Cowboy Tears on vinyl. I have his first album, Ugly is Beautiful. And then I have his third album, Alone in the Crowd. And it's funny, too, because like these 2 albums, like a week before he had passed away, I was like looking to buy these albums because I didn't have them in the collection. And then he died, and I bought them immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I got to buy them. And then, dude, I went on eBay. Yo, I just want to say fuck you scalpers for
Yep.
trying to capitalize on the death of fucking artists and certain people, you know, because these
Yeah.
2 albums cost me $35. You fucking go on eBay, these fucking things are going for thousands of dollars.
That's fucking
Thousands of
bullshit.
dollars.
That's fucking
So,
bullshit.
You know, for the real fans out there,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. For you scalper scumbag
Go
motherfuckers,
fuck yourselves.
go fuck yourselves, because that
Absolutely.
that is not what this fucking guy would have wanted for his music. But anyways, his music lives on, you know, his art lives on, and, you know, rest in peace, Oliver Tree.
Rest in peace.
Dude, I'm gonna definitely be listening to this. I've been meaning to listen to this album. It's just my living room's a mess right now. I had to pull
you're
my
renovating. and
Yeah,
stuff,
I'm
right?
renovating. I had to pull my record player out yesterday because I was like, man, I gotta throw these 3 on, bro, you know? And I
Yeah.
mean, Oliver Tree's been on repeat
Yeah.
just on Spotify for like 2 weeks now. So,
No, I get it.
but all right, brother. Yeah, this has been awesome. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to talk about. Is there anything else you want to bring up?
No. I think I'm ready to wrap this one up.
All right, Steven, wrap this up with a nice, beautiful bow. I think
All
it's time
right.
to take us out.
The best way you could support Dead with My Friends podcast is heading over to our website at www.deadwithmyfriendspodcast, where you can find all of our latest merch drops, see what our past merch drops were, our newest episodes and past episodes. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Dead with My Friends podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. We are on all of your podcast streaming platforms. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully that Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man was a hit, because that'll be out in theaters by the time this episode drops. Be sure to check out Beware Children at Play and The Children if you are interested in Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man. And pick up Dream Stalker if you enjoyed this episode. TerraVision has a great release of it. And if you don't feel like spending that much, you could go over to 7 Films. I'm sure they have the Intervision DVD release.
Awesome. All right, man. So, with all of that being said, I'm Nick.
And I'm Steve, and we'll see you in the next dimension.
Peace.